Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Dobbins he fumbles. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Jackson. The quick slant caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in Vegas. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Double up. Kill.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Carr to throw. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Carr going to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards, and they pick up, brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
first down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's the backup Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
It's 4th down. Daniel Carlson.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll end up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to put it away. On the punt, 2 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. There he goes again. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'll throw with Carr. And this is hauled in by Matthews. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Working down at the 9. A good pickup there, the 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
On first and goal, Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Ravens 14, Raiders 10. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Here we go. Keep it up, guys.
Carr now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now a play fake. Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
It's second and 8.
Second and 8 coming up. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Here's second and 10. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throw for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On 1st down, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The toss, Drake going left, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year-2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. That potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And a great return as he takes this out just shy of the 45. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw is Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown. Darren Waller from 19 yards away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Again, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Coldell as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Dobbins running out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. For the lead, here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.